Welcome back to Linnets TV. Me, Sam Phillips, and I'm joined by Runcorn manager Brad Cooke. Brad, thanks for joining us.
No problem, mate.
2-0 win in the FA Cup, through to the next round, in the hat for Monday. You must be really pleased.
Job done, mate. Job done. It's as simple as that. Tricky place to come. Good side. Big crowd. Had all the potential to be a banana skin, didn't it? But really, really proud of the group. Again, over the last few weeks, not really spoke about it much, but had so many issues behind the scenes, injuries. You've seen another 2 go off in the first half again today, and we've stepped up, and we couldn't do that last year. We had 6 missing today, and then 2 players have gone off injured as well. You know, it shows the depth that we've got in the squad. Have we been absolutely free-flowing? No. Is it a bit of a reality check that, you know, it's not all about that, it's about results? I think we're the only side in our division in all competitions to be unbeaten through August. 5 wins, 2 draws. It's been a really, really good start, and those boys in there need plaudits for that. Not me, not Sads or any of us, those boys, because to churn it out again with near enough the same core players that have had to play, you know, a relentless amount of games. I'm just so pleased for them, and they deserve all the plaudits for that.
Yeah, now they say goals win your games and defence wins your championships. Defence again today, solid. The cohesion between that back four, even when Wiley came on at half-time and Ferguson moved up. But I thought Bailey Passon dealt with what he had to, but in that last 15 minutes really stepped up and really commanded his area.
We want more from him, and that's exactly what we need. He's absolutely massive. And when he comes and shouts and he's dominant, he's, like I've said, I think he's the best keeper in the division. I've been very, very vocal about that. But yeah, listen, we've worked really hard on shape. It's something we've worked really hard on, and you know, we've had to weather probably a 15-20 minute spell there where we didn't have the ball the second half, but that's fine. We're comfortable with that because we sat in a shape and we asked them to break us down, and they couldn't break us down. And then thankfully we've been able to hit them on the counter-attack. We've already missed a couple in the second half. Joe's hit the bar and that to put the game to bed, but thankfully we've hit them on the counter-attack, and that second goal's kind of killed it. But you know, but I've said, like, take set pieces out of it. We've not conceded from open play. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I thought that we looked really solid. There was one that they flashed over the bar that they should score and changes the game, but we had that little bit of luck today. And thankfully we had the quality in both boxes to allow us to get through to the next round.
Yeah, now you talk about depth there, obviously quite a few missing today that would be in that first team squad, which meant that the likes of Lewis Crane and George Dwyer, obviously George came on for the injured Kasani in the first half, and I thought put a really grown-up performance in central midfield today, George.
Needed it from George because he's been too inconsistent. He's been too inconsistent with being here, whether that's through holidays or whatnot, on injuries, because he missed, I think, the first 3 weeks of pre-season because of an injury, and he's got loads, George, and I'm pleased for him. I said to him there after the game, really proud of him, because it's been a really inconsistent start for him, and he needs to show them grown-up performances because he's a good player. He's a really good player, and there's lads now that, you know, are in front or was in front of him, you know, through injuries and that, and that's where he's got to step up and take his opportunity. And I thought the composure for the first goal, he's got fizzed into him and he's sat it off with his chest, and that's what, you know, that's the different class that you need, that bit of composure, and he's shown that. So yeah, really pleased with George. I think he'll be tired tonight because he looked like he was gassed a little bit, but yeah, he's got loads and loads of quality. We need to see more of that.
Yeah, just one final one. Obviously, Ryan Brook came off at half-time. Marcus Kasani in the first half. Just little niggles.
Yeah, both not fit. Both probably wouldn't have started today. But because of what we've got at the moment, there's not really much more we can do. So Marcus weren't right from the get-go. Don't think it's anything too much, but the fatigue. He started his first game for us since March. He's then played 72 hours between each other, and then he's played 7. So he's started 3 games in 7 days. So his body's just, you know what I mean? It's natural, and Listen, there's loads to come from Marcus yet. Like I say, I know what he's all about, but I've probably pushed him a little bit too hard because we've had to, and his body's not been able to cope with it. And Brookie the same, shouldn't have played today. Dead leg. Give us absolutely everything that he got. Give us everything that he could, but ultimately you could see in the first half he just couldn't. He had no power, trying to close down and whatnot. So took both of them off, and there you go. You know what I mean? When you've put Joe right wing, you put Wiles in at right back, you put George in the middle, Mark Hill, who's a centre half, playing centre mid. It shows, the quality that we've got, but also shows the togetherness that we've got. Like I've said, we're the only team in our division in all competitions to be unbeaten through August. So 5 wins, 2 draws, really, really positive. Everyone's got to be positive. We ain't going to steamroll everyone every week. You know what I mean? We're in for the long haul, so stick with us. Be positive. We don't do negativity. And hopefully we'll have a decent draw on Monday and we'll have a strong season.
Yeah, well, into the hat. We'll look out for the draw on Monday, but well done and we'll speak to you again soon.
Thank you, mate.